Okay, welcome back, everybody. Hope you had a good break, and welcome to Calculus. Okay, so I'm just going to cover our Canvas page, syllabus, modules, a bunch of good stuff and information. Okay, so first page is the home page. It just has info about the textbook and homework. You don't really need to buy a textbook or need a textbook, but if you want to download the textbook, there is a link here that'll help you download the second edition. Now, I don't think it's illegal anymore because Stewart's already on like the 11th edition and we still use the second edition. So if you want a book, there it is for you. But majority of the time, we will be using Webassign for your homework and for your exams. So you don't need to buy that either because it's already paid for in your tuition. And I'll show you all of that once we get going, if you haven't registered yet. If you have registered for Webassign, that is wonderful. Okay, so let's get started on the Canvas menu on the left. As you see, the blue buttons for the links, the menu links. If you made it here, then of course you most likely used the Zoom link to get here for class today. So here are all our scheduled classes for the rest of the semester. And then next is the modules button where you can find everything you need for this course. But before I get into modules, let's look at the announcements button and discussions button. So announcements, just keep an eye out. I'll probably update the announcements throughout the week if anything comes up for our class. If you paid attention last week, I posted announcements on orientation and welcome modules. I just said if you had time, go ahead and look at the orientation module and the welcome modules. If you didn't, it's all good. I don't expect anybody to do schoolwork a week before school starts. But if you did, wonderful. And then down below, I also sent the announcement about live lecture or online course and what it means. Again, I'll touch on more of that today, but just a little summary. If you want live lectures will be on Zoom Monday and Wednesdays. If you want to treat the course as online course, well, I have recorded every single lecture for this course already, and all you have to do is watch the videos and follow the schedule. So again, I'll touch more on that. Okay, discussions button. There is the icebreaker. So if you haven't introduced yourself and posted a picture of yourself, please do, so I know you exist and I know that your kids or your brothers or your siblings aren't doing your homework for you or taking the class for you. And again, another discussion board on what it means to live lecture and be an online course. We are remote, so I don't think we have a chance of going back to class this semester at all in person, but if we do, that would be wonderful. Okay. Now let's get back up to the modules button. So again, modules is where you can find everything you need for this course, all the information you need. The first module is the course orientation module. It just gets you familiar with Canvas. So you know how to work Canvas, you know how to upload documents to Canvas, anything like that. Let me just click on the course overview. This is calculus. So you will learn calculus this semester. Some of our learning objectives, which are also on the syllabus, how to succeed in this course. We're remote. I know it sucks, but the more time you spend learning this, the better you'll be at this course. Minimum technical skills. Again, you need internet access. You need access to Webassign. You need to know how to download, upload, scan assignments, all that good stuff. If you don't, then it can definitely help you out. Minimum technology, definitely need a computer, camera, and calculator. So you see below, the calculators you can use are the graphing calculators, any TI graphing calculator, or that lovely little blue calculator you see there. So that's the TI 36XS. It does everything you need for calculus, but having a graphing calculator, I mean, is a lot better as well. If you don't have any of these calculators and you don't have money to buy a calculator, well, I will let you use another program, which is on your computer or on the internet. and it's a pretty awesome program. You can use it for test day if you want. It is called Desmos, and it's really awesome. It's a graphing calculator, and it can graph anything you want, and it does calculus, it does integrals, it does derivatives, and this will especially be helpful when we are trying to solve limits. So you can use this for your homework and exams. And one of the best parts is when we're learning limits, we're going to need to use XY charts. So this creates an XY chart and lets you type in any number you want for X and gives you the output for Y. So I can type in 3 and it'll give me the exact Y value and even plot the points on the graph for us. So this will definitely come in handy when we get there. Okay. I'm not going to touch on course orientation. Just want you guys to get through that, get familiar with it. There's an orientation quiz at the end. And after that is the link to the icebreaker discussion again, in case you haven't introduced yourself. I'll look over your icebreakers. I'm not going to answer to every single one of them because that takes a lot of time, especially with 6 classes. But if you guys want to look at them and see if students have anything in common, feel free to respond to their introductions as well. Okay, so take a brief moment to pause. And are there any questions yet? Oh, everybody good?
Yeah, I think so.
Okay.
I yawned, but you couldn't hear me.
Oh, thanks, Cole.
Is this the same pre-cal class as last semester?
Yeah, we have some of the rejects from pre-cal last semester,
Okay.
such as Cole and Amanda.
I'm honored to be considered. Thank you.
Hey, and Chelsea's here. That's cool.
No,
You're
I'm
back.
just tired. I had class at 8 a.m. this morning. I signed up for another 8 a.m. So I'm like, oh.
Yeah, I was like,
gonna
I'm
be
not doing mornings anymore if I don't have to. If I don't have to do daycare, then I'm not doing mornings. Okay.
Yeah, I'm back.
All right, good. Well, welcome back. I saw your icebreaker, and a lot has happened, so that's cool.
Yeah, a lot.
Excellent. And I was just kidding on the rejects, or was I?
I wasn't.
Okay.
Hey, Ryan,
Cool.
did you get your camera fixed?
No, I didn't.
Nobody will ever know what Ryan looks like. If you guys are wondering who Ryan is, I'll have him introduce himself as well. But he's a learning assistant for the course. So he is basically a second point of contact for you guys if you need extra tutoring or anything like that. So go to his office hours and bug him. Okay. So next on our modules is the welcome module, which has, like I said, all the class information you need. It has the syllabus quiz, Webassign registration instructions, information on how we do notes and videos, schedule, tutoring links, and other good stuff. So let's go ahead and look at the syllabus for a couple of minutes. I'm not going to go over the whole thing. I'm just going to touch on some important pieces of it. Such as we meet here 5 to 6:40 every Monday, Wednesday on Zoom. Hey, there's me. I am your instructor. You can call me Robert or Mr. C, whichever you prefer. Down below is my email. Very big on contact, especially in this remote semester. A lot of crazy things are going on during this pandemic. So if something happens in your life and it's affecting you in this class, then let me know. Maybe we can work something out. Maybe I can help you out. Just let me know. Down below is the link to my Zoom office hours. So if you ever want to come to office hours, they are Monday through Thursday from 1 to 3, and then Fridays from 10 a.m. to 1 p.m. All you have to do is click on the link and it'll put you in my Zoom office. I'll post it in the announcements as well, so you don't have to keep coming to the syllabus to access it. Here is the book we are using. It is the second edition. Once again, you You shouldn't have to buy a book. You don't have to buy a book. There is a free link on our Canvas homepage to download the book if you actually want a copy of it. But like I said, we will be using Webassign for your homework and your exams. All right. Description of the course, you'll learn limits, derivatives, and integrals. That's in a nutshell, Calculus 1. All right. Let's see. Let's just get to the grading policy. I'll look at that as we get there. So attendance is 5%. And to touch on attendance, I have to take attendance every day, no matter what. It is required by state law. Whether you want to come to class or not is up to you. So I saw that a lot of people chose that they wanted to try the class as an online class. Well, all I ask of you, if you do that, is follow the schedule, stay on task, and for attendance purposes, all you have to do is log into Zoom, say here, or type here in the chat, and then you can exit the Zoom and get on with your day. So I just need to count you for attendance, and that is it. For everybody else who wants live lecture, I will live lecture, and you can come to class Monday, Wednesdays, 5 to 6:40. And yes, you can switch back anytime you want. If online learning is not working for you, come to the live remote lecture. And if you like it the other way, you can go to online learning. But any questions on that? All good, all good?
A question. Oh,
Go ahead.
A question I have is that can we do the online course itself, like watch the video? And if we have any questions, can we come onto the lecture and ask you if we get confused along the way?
Yes, so you are allowed to do that. So if you, like I said, just come on, log in for attendance. But if you have questions, I can leave the first, we have a lot of time in this class. So I can leave probably up to 20, 30 minutes for questions. So yes, you can log on, say, hey, I have questions, and we can go over the questions with you. Sound great? Great, okay, good. All right. Homework is 10% of your grade. Yes, you have lots of homework for this class. Let's touch on homework a bit. Homework is, of course, found in the Webassign app that you can access through Canvas. Every time a homework is assigned, you have a week to complete it. After the 7th day, a penalty of 10% per day will be taken off until you finish it. Along as with doing your homework in Webassign, you also must upload a copy of your work shown from the homework you have completed in Webassign. So once you submit your homework in Webassign, you must submit your shown work in Canvas. I assume that if you're working on your homework, you are writing everything down for just to back up your work. So it's for your benefit. Whatever you do in Webassign, you must upload to Canvas, because let's say you got something wrong in Webassign, then the homework that you upload can back up your answer, and I can give you credit for that. So all your shown work must be uploaded. Okay, quizzes. I hardly give out a quiz. Your quizzes are mainly your test reviews, but if I do give out a quiz, it'll probably be most likely be take home, but I never really get to those. So you guys get lucky on that. For exams, it says exam/projects. So we will have 3 exams, and part of your 3rd exam is going to be a project. It's called the curve sketching project. So once we get to the 3rd exam, I will assign you all a project, and you will turn that in with your 3rd exam. But once we get to that 3rd exam, I'll definitely give you more information on it. And as well as exams, your exams are on Webassign. And once you submit your exam on Webassign, again, you must submit your shown work for that exam into Canvas. Okay, and pretty strict on those. If you don't upload your exam to Canvas as you submit your exam in Webassign, you will not get credit for the exam. Okay. Any questions on that so far?
Nope.
Webassign is not the thing you were using last semester, is it?
No, yeah, last semester, if you were in
That's not familiar.
pre-cal, you used my math lab,
I was gonna say that doesn't
which
sound
is
familiar,
which
so.
is way better than outdated Webassign, but I don't know why we use Webassign, maybe because of the book, but oh
Well,
well.
dang.
One day it'll change, but Webassign's not bad. It's just it's outdated because it doesn't integrate with Canvas.
Mm.
Yeah.
But you couldn't, y'all couldn't do my math lab for this class. You had to do Webassign.
Yeah, it has to be Webassign.
Yeah. Cool.
I don't handle the money or whoever wants it. So if we did, I'd probably choose my math lab for everything. But it's not bad to work with. Webassign's good. Just a little outdated. Okay. Let's see. Oh yeah. And then for your exams, I'm pretty nice. You will have all day to do your exam. You don't have to come to class. Your exam will be on Webassign. It will open at 7 in the morning and it will close at 11 at night, which means you have all day to work on it and you have all day to turn in that shown work. So that's pretty fair. Okay. So that's basically the grading policy. Attendance 5, homework 10, quizzes 5%, exam 60, final exam 20. So all that's there. And that's basically all I really wanted to touch on the syllabus. Everybody good?
So for the exam, you said all day, like, but once we start it, we have to finish it.
Yes. So once you start it, you're going to want to finish. Do it in one sitting. I wouldn't recommend leaving, come back, leaving, come back. All right.
Is it timed?
Yeah, I think I give you, so when you start, I think I give you 3 or 4 hours to do it. So that's a lot of time.
Yeah.
How many do we have this semester? 3.
You
again?
have 3 exams and then the 4th one is the final. Okay. And then after you do the syllabus, there's a syllabus quiz, which you can probably just do while looking at the syllabus. I'm not asking you to read the whole thing. So it'd probably be better to have the quiz up, go through the syllabus just to get some important parts out of it. Okay. And now, if you haven't signed up for Webassign, here are the instructions. So I can leave about 5 to 10 minutes open for you guys to register for Webassign if you haven't. And the instructions are pretty simple. Just get to the Canvas page, click on modules, find the Webassign, click the link, and then it'll load a new window, enter your account info, and create an account. So let me see. I can probably do it in student view. Let's see. Go student view. So if you click that, it'll take you to the Webassign module, which is there. And then you click on the Calculus 1 link. It'll load in a new screen, in a new tab. And then you'll probably get a different screen than this one. It's going to say create an account. You'll create an account. And once you do, you will have access to Webassign. So if you haven't signed up yet, go ahead and take the time to do that now. In the meantime, I can answer any questions you may have at the moment.
You already gave us a bunch of homework.
I did.
I'm looking at it and I'm like, this is going to take me, both of them, 4 to 5 hours for sure.
Oh,
Maybe.
you'll be fine.
How
One
dare
point,
you
so
make
yes.
us learn.
How dare I? Well, I released the homework last week, but like I said, I don't expect anybody to do the homework a week before school starts. But if you did, pat on the back for you, right? As you see, the current homework assignments that are open and that are going to be due next Wednesday are 1.1 and 1.2. Now, I'm not going to lecture over these sections because they are review sections and it's covering topics that you should know. If you do not know them, then we are going to be able to answer any questions you have on them. So that's what we can use the remainder of class today for. If you haven't looked at the review yet, if you haven't looked at the review homework, then there's going to be a lot of time left in this class for you guys to do so. Okay, I have 19. There's 24 people in here. So I just need 5 more people to sign up. And if you have issues signing up, let me know. But you see, it just doesn't look as cool as my math lab, right?
So archaic. It looks like it still uses Flash.
I know. Down with Flash. At least it doesn't have that small blue print by the input box that students don't read on my math lab, where it's like type as a fraction, type as a decimal.
Yeah.
And students don't read it, and they're like, well, I put the decimal in there. It's like, it wanted a fraction. So yeah. Yeah, so
when
go
I
ahead
put
and
the
sign up
fraction
for
in my
that.
calculator, it gave me a decimal.
For sure. Calculators. All right. Any other questions while we wait? Probably a couple more minutes. Get everybody on there. 21 now. Sweet. Just need 3 more people. Look at that. Or maybe 4. Is it counting student test as a student on there?
Probably.
Did I not sign in? I did. Oh, there it is. I did. Cool. I was like, did I sign in on my laptop?
There is a second Robert Carrillo in the Zoom meeting.
Oh, yeah. I'm everywhere.
This doppelganger.
It's the Robert without a mullet. Okay.
And no beard. Just
And no bit.
fully shaved head.
It's a simulacrum.
If you must know, I haven't got a haircut since last May. So you're welcome, everybody. There's no
I just want to
need
know how your wife feels about that.
She's it's pretty annoyed because I want her to braid it and she won't.
I was about to say you should tell her to braid it.
I keep telling her to braid it and she says it's not long enough. I'm like, oh, come on, just do it.
French braid, you could totally do that.
Yeah, she don't want to though. It got really weird when I shaved my whole face when school ended. I'll never do that again. She's like, I want to see you with your face shaved. And then I did it. And she goes, I don't want to see you anymore.
Got a baby face or what?
I don't know what it was.
Aaron Tapp baby face.
All right. Let's move on.
That's my
Okay.
main contribution in this class is tangents.
Tangents, yes. Hey, we'll learn tangents. All right, cool.
Yeah.
See-
Okay.
see what I did?
Just to touch on lecture notes and videos, in every module that's on the module page, there will be a link to download the blank notes, a PDF copy, and there will be a link to the OneNote page that I use for our notes. And there will also be a video, a YouTube recorded video available for you to watch. So it's definitely helpful for those who want to treat this as an online course. The video's there, the notes are there. All you have to do is watch the video, follow along, fill the notes out. And it's also helpful for those who want live lecture. I'll live lecture, and if you miss a day, or if you need to see the lecture again, you can watch the recorded lecture, and I'll probably record the new lectures as well. Okay, so that's how notes and videos work. So I'll click next. And here is the schedule we are going to follow. So today is intro, and you guys should cover 1.1 and 1.2. So you'll look at the review PDF when we're done here. But this homework is going to be due, I believe I put on the 27th. So a week from today. If you want to download this schedule, then all you do is click that lovely blue link that's up there to download the schedule. And even if you're treating this class as an online course, I still want everybody to take the exams on the first day. But all of these homeworks, all of these sections are unlocked. So if you want to get ahead, feel free to get ahead on all the lectures. Okay. So, and then next, so that's the schedule. And then after that are the, let's see, next. It's the tutoring links. This should say spring 2021, but no matter what, these are the same links for our tutoring labs. I wouldn't go to the Mac Center. I don't think they have anybody there that can tutor in anything above college algebra. You're better off if you need help. If I'm not available, if Ryan's not available, then you're better off going to this Cooperative Learning Center where the Zoom link is here. Basically, you'll sit in the Zoom session, you'll work on your homework on your own. If you have a question, you can ask a tutor a question and they'll take you to a breakout room and help you out. So definitely use the tutoring if as much as possible. The more help, the better. Okay. And then next is good upload, bad upload. So it's just what I consider a good upload of your shown work should look like. So just be neat, be organized. Don't try to cram 15 to 20 questions on the same page. Like, look at these uploads. They have 3 questions. Everything's nice, neat, and organized. I can follow the work. The next picture is a student uses Microsoft OneNote. Everything again is nice, neat, and organized. I can follow the work. And then the third example is just, once again, work is nice and neat and organized. So I guess what I'm saying is put yourself in my shoes. If you were the one grading papers, would you want papers that are easy to follow? Or would you want papers where numbers, problems are jumbled everywhere and super hard to follow? And if your papers are super messy, I will definitely take points off because messy papers are really difficult to follow, such as these ones. Here, a bunch of problems are jumbled, kind of looks out of order. There's a lot going on, hard to follow. Down here, that one, I have no idea what's going on. You see it's just a mess everywhere. And they're using pen. They scratch things out. There's a lot of mistakes where pencil could be your best friend. But hey, if you're going to write in pen, that's cool. Just be nice and neat and organized, not like this one. And then the bottom one, again, just a bunch of problems jumbled together where it's hard to figure out what is actually going on. So those are my ideas of what good uploads and bad uploads look like. If your handwriting is just terrible, just try to be as neat as possible as you can for me. Okay. So that finishes the welcome module. Once again, all the information that you need for class is right here. Okay, and then below is the Webassign module where you'll have to always click on this, click on that just to get to your homework. Yeah, it sucks because it doesn't integrate well like my math lab did, but not too hard to navigate. Okay, before I get into the other layout of this module page, any questions so far? All right then. So, so for each module you see below, you have sections that follow the schedule. So 1.1, 1.2, 1.3, and I'll use 1.3 as a good example. So every module will start off with lecture. You have lecture and limits. So click on that, and this is the way every module page is set up, other than the review page. I don't make a video for the review page. So you'll have the lecture. I'll say something fun up here, and then down below, you have a link to download the blank copy of the PDF. You have a link to download the completed copy of the PDF. And then here is a link to my OneNote page. So let's go over that really fast. Click on that, and it'll take you to my OneNote page, which is a perfect place for you to reference your notes, anything you missed, and possibly anything you want to review on. So all these tabs, there's college algebra, pre-cal. You don't need business math or business cal. But what you want to do here is click on our course, Cal 1. And in the column to the right, you will see all the notes that we will cover this semester. So I was using 1.3 as an example. So you can click on 1.3. And here is the completed copy of the notes that I have already done. You guys can look it over, see if you missed anything. And at the very top is another chance to download the blank copies of the notes in Microsoft Word form or PDF form. Okay, so that's just how our OneNote page works. You can access it anytime. There's even these little buttons where students have asked questions on homework. I'll leave those up there, but I know I will add to these pages because there will be new homework questions from you guys for this semester. But maybe you guys can reference these and also help yourselves out as well. Okay, so that's the OneNote page. Then I'll go back to our Canvas page. And again, it's the lecture page. You'll have a blank copy, a completed copy, a link to the OneNotes, and here is a video lecture of the section 1.3. So all the modules are set up just like this. So once you complete that, you're going to go to Webassign to do the homework. And once you complete the homework on Webassign, you will come here to upload your shown work. So I'm trying to leave everything in one place. The only thing I can't have integrated is Webassign. So you have to keep going to that Webassign site to do your homework. But after you complete the homework in Webassign, once again, come here and upload your shown work. And then after that, I think it'll take you to the next section. So once again, these modules are all set up the same. Notes, link, video. And everything up to the first exam is unlocked as of now. Exam 1 doesn't open till our scheduled date of exam 1, but all of these sections are open. Okay. I guess that's good. I guess talk about submitting assignments. I'm sure you guys have been doing it all. You did it all last semester, but you can use Cam Scanner. You can use Adobe Scan. You can use, if you have an iPhone, the Notes app actually has the scanner in it. And if you have the Canvas app, that has a scanner in it as well. So if you guys didn't know about that. If you just want to take pictures of your work and that's it, just make sure your pictures are nice and neat and make sure they don't upload as tiny images. Make sure I can actually see the image. Because sometimes people who take pictures, I'll get a little thumbnail image and I have to make them resubmit it. Okay. All right. Well, I think that's majority of what I wanted to cover. So any questions at the moment? All right. All right. Everybody good? Everybody good? Okay. Well, if no questions, then I will let Ryan introduce himself. And then after Ryan introduces himself, you guys, if you haven't started yet, you can start on the review topics, download the notes, look over any questions, look over any questions on the notes that you may have. We can answer those questions. And then at that, you can even go to Webassign and start homework 1.1 and 1.2. But Ryan, you have the floor.
Thank you, sir. So as Professor C had said earlier, I am your learning assistant for this semester. So a learning assistant is actually not to be confused with the teacher's assistant, mainly because my job is actually to help you guys with the learning process, whereas the teacher's assistant's job is to help the teacher with the teaching process. So that being said, I'm going to hold my own office hours that will be separate from Professor C. And I'll be there to help you guys with questions, whether it be homework or maybe reviewing for a test, or even after an exam, I can go over the questions maybe you had missed. I'm also an engineering student at UTSA. So for those of you that are engineering students that do plan to transfer to UTSA, I can answer any questions maybe you have about future classes or maybe what to expect in terms of difficulty of classes, that kind of thing. My office hours, I haven't figured out yet. I'll probably have an announcement posted in Canvas by Friday, probably like, I would say by 5 o'clock. With that will also be a link to my Zoom, as well as a link to my OneNote, which you guys should have access to, where you can see all the work that I worked out during those office hours. Cool.
All right. Excellent. Yes. So if you are an engineering student and you want to pick Ryan's brain, he's already done majority of his engineering classes, and he can hopefully lead you in the right direction, whatever questions you may have.
All I have are these dumb labs, man. Thank you, COVID.
Ryan's been an engineering student for 20 years now. He'll graduate one day.
Going on 30.
Okay. Other than that, if you guys don't have questions over Canvas or anything, definitely get started on this review, this PDF review. Get started on trying to access the Webassign homework, and Ryan and I will be here to answer any questions you may have.
You can actually reach me in Canvas. So I'm actually listed in this course. If you go, I think it's like the section people. Yeah, you should see my name right there at the top. Third from the top. Yeah.
Oh, you changed your picture from your mop top.
Yeah, my COVID hair. So you can actually just, yeah, email me through Canvas would be preferred.
Excellent.
So you have your dates jumbled around now.
What's that?
You have how you had the fall 2020. I'm like, are you turning into Mark?
Oh, for like the
Yeah.
the tutoring links.
Yeah, I'm just joking.
Oh, whatever, man. Well, I changed the name on here, right?
Yeah.
But when you click on it, it does fall. But if you see anything else that says fall, let me know.
No, it's
There's-
just
there's a lot
honestly,
of
I got
updates.
an A in his class last semester, but I don't even know what I got on any of my assignments because the class just ended and it said I got an A. But
Oh, in
no
marks?
idea. Yeah, I have no idea
Wow.
what grades I got.
Yeah, my new pre-cal students, a couple of them have signed up for Mark class, and I was like, oh boy.
They're gonna have fun.
Yeah, they said he's sick right now. So class yesterday he went over like 2 or 3 weeks of topics in one session, and nobody knows what's going on.
I mean, I hope he's not too sick, but that sucks for that.
Yeah. I was like, well, that sounds about normal for Mark, but yeah. It's like, I hope he's not too sick.
Well, if it makes you feel better, I had an instructor that had a PowerPoint slide that had something written incorrectly on it, and he didn't update it for 15 years.
For attendance, how are we going to do that for this class?
Do you want to come to live lecture, or you want to treat it as online?
I'm not sure yet, but for
Okay.
both ways.
Well, either way, so let's say that you were trying to treat this class as online. All I want you to do is come to Zoom, type here in the chat, and then you can leave. Because once you log on to Zoom, that counts you for attendance. If you're coming to live lecture, then no matter what, when you log into Zoom, you'll be counted for attendance.
That being said, it's advised not to just say hi and then leave. You should still stick around.
Definitely come ask questions, whatever you got. But yeah, and I'll try not to make the lectures like more than an hour or so, unless they have to be. Yeah. I don't know if people understood it or maybe not, but what was it? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. 10 people, I think, want to try the class as an online format.
As a synchronous class?
Yeah. But hey, it's kind of like a hybrid because they can come back and forth no matter what. So
yeah.
Yeah.
Man, there goes my time playing Switch.
I know. Dang. I didn't play Smash Brothers all Christmas break.
So disappointing.
Call me Rusty.
That being said, Cal 1 is my jam, so I really enjoy helping with this class.
Especially 2.7.
Yeah, them related rates, I'm all over that. That's like the one section I think any engineering student should get the most out of, though.
Section?
As 2.7, the related rates.
That's after the first exam. It's extreme, man.
Good to know.
I keep hearing that our homework will be like 2 pages long.
Say that again?
I keep hearing that our homework will be 2 pages long. Is that true?
2 pages long? No. Like answers for them? No, but you might have a lot of homework. I don't think there's homeworks over like 20 or 25 questions, but
I think he means like individual problems that will have that length.
oh no, that's not till like Cal 2, Cal 3.
You get a little introduction to it with curve sketching. Those are long problems, but
curve sketching is a project though, so that's understandable that that's about 2 to 3 pages.
Yeah.
I mean, we'll definitely have problems a page long. We did last semester.
Oh, that was pre-cal. Pre-cal's awful, right?
Yeah, pre-cal sucks. This is the real
I concur.
I just hate graphing, honestly. I mean, it's not hard, it's just tedious.
Especially if you're a perfectionist like me, and then you have to make sure that it's like every individual thing is just right.
Yeah.
What Desmos is
My
for.
circles have got to be perfect circles because I'm also an artist.
There you go.
No, you just make those ellipses. It doesn't matter what they look like.
Oh yeah, that's right.
on there.
All of Amanda's circles were ellipses.
No, my circles were circles because I have a protractor. Compass?
What did I?
I don't know what it's called.
The sharp thing.
The thing with that makes the circles.
Tried using one of those, and for some reason it would not hold on to my pencil whatsoever, so I just said screw it and drew them all by hand.
Nice. Well,
I just think through the progress of an assignment, as I get towards the end of it, my graphs will get uglier because I just want to finish.
do we draw graphs a lot in here?
That's what I was about to ask that. I hope not.
Unless you guys solve limits by drawing the functions. Then that's a lot of graphing, but you don't have to do that.
I think the most we do for graphs is because they don't have to draw graphs on limits, I don't think.
I did not like doing transformations with sine and cosine last semester at all.
Oh, it's easy stuff, man.
But
it takes
easy,
forever.
Key points or not key points? I don't think we really graph until curve sketching, right?
Well, I mean, until you teach them the shortcuts on limits. They use graphing as a means of solving the limit.
That's true. But now Desmos can find all that.
Yeah, that's true.
What have I done?
Gave them the keys to success. How dare you?
Yeah. How dare I? Well, just if we come back to campus, they're like, can we use Desmos? Like, nope, you must suffer. We'll go back to old school calculators when we go back to campus.
Go back to having one day assigned to just teaching them how to use their calculators.
You know it. I'm still recording. I don't need to record anymore. Ha!